Hi guys! Yes, I know it's been a long time since I made videos in English. Today I'm going to show you a day in a life of a soap maker. This is what I'm doing every morning. I'm going to the studio. I'm looking around and I see what is on my schedule today. So now there is a lot of mess. I need to rearrange things here so I can start working. I will show you my projects for today. I will start with arranging the bags that I'm taking the soaps with me to the stand. I was there yesterday, sorry. And then dishes. Whenever I'm making cold process soap, I'm leaving the dishes at least for the day after, so it will turn into soap and not oils. That way I'm preventing from blocking the sink. So I will do the dishes, and then I have here like this batch of my baby's soap and sensitive skin. I need to stamp, and this batch of Dead Sea Matte soaps I need to stamp and then put them in the shelves, in the curing shelves. After this I will cut these coffee soaps, and only then I will start making a new batch of Dead Sea Matte soaps. So I'm going to make the dishes. This I don't need to film, so join me afterwards. Okay, now I'm starting by cleaning. This I will put aside for the next batch that will be also today. And the natural thing would be to first cut the coffee soaps, but I can't because I need the trays. I need the trays that the soaps are laying on. Okay, this I will put aside. Some extra coffee beans. I'm trying to work as much as I can without paper towels. This is 8 loaves of coffee soaps. It's not my biggest batch because it's a soap that is selling like not so bad, not so good, but it's still justified to make it. Soaps that are not selling good, I'm not making anymore. Now my oatmeal molasses soap, I'm trying to stop making it. I will try, because each one of my soaps already has customers that come back to look for it. So coffee molasses soap, I think I can do without. I have some customers who come back for it, but I think they would be willing to replace it with something else. Just one more thing. This is a special liquid for plasmas. My tablet. All day long in my studio, so I'm watching a lot of YouTube. At first I was watching only soap making videos, but now I'm watching a lot of other videos. Soap making videos for me are totally for inspiration, because what other people are making on YouTube is not what I'm making. I'm an all natural soap maker. Most of the videos are mainly about designs, colorants, fragrances, things that I'm not interested in. But it's always very inspirational to see soap makers that are successful. This is the most interesting YouTube channels for me. How they manage their business. And now I start stamping. I know the most popular videos are the one with the most extravagant soaps that have the most beautiful designs. But for me it's not so much interesting. Let's see how it... Okay, I don't have time to wait so much for the soap to get hard so much. So I need some time to compromise on the perfect stamp. So I'm making pies like this and then I put them in the shelves. Some of them, they have partial gel. This is not. For some soap makers, the partial gel would really be a problem to sell the soap. People think it's not good, it's still wet, things like this, but this is a baby soap and sensitive skin soap, and it has a lot of coconut cream inside and carrot, so it's a cream soap also, creamy soap I mean, and it's very hard to prevent this partial gel, very hard, especially if you are making big batches. You cannot stick them all into the freezer after you make the soap. My batches start here, finish here. And then I'm taking the fan after I finish making the soap and put it on the soaps, like to cool them. But still I have this gel, not on all of them. My clients, if I say to them, this is okay, it's only aesthetic, they believe me. I'm totally out of stock of this soap, and it's not good because it's my ultimate sensitive skin soap. Some are buying it also really for babies, and some clients, they like the creamy texture soap. It's like goat milk but vegan. This is another reason why for me it's not so much useful to see soap making videos. A lot of them using not only artificial colorants and artificial fragrances, also animal fat and some other non-vegan products. I'm vegan myself, it's not only for marketing. I'm vegan also already 20 years. A long time before even I thought about business. Everything that I see, even if I want to learn, I need to veganize it. And pan-free it. So I learned by myself. Everything. I just took inspiration. There is a new channel of two couples, I don't remember the name. They're African American. They have no more than 600 subscribers, but this channel is extremely interesting for me because they are successful. Their business is successful. They are selling a lot. I can see it by the amount of soaps they are producing. Okay, next tray. This video is like vlog-like, something that I never done in the past. So I will finish the day, I think, in the studio about 9 o'clock at night. 8, 9 o'clock, and I making things very efficient and very fast already, but still everything is taking time naturally. So when I finish working at the studio, I have a couple of hours for myself and for other stuff than the business and for the computer work of the business. That's why my online shops are pretty neglected. I have 4 online shops. They are always updated. I don't like that someone will order something that is out of stock. So they are always updated, but more than this I don't have time to do. I'm in a situation that I need a worker, but I need to think very well how I will make it. I will not take a worker to make the soaps, but other jobs like cleaning, yes, and housekeeping, yes. Measuring the oils. Tell me, you are the soap makers that have workers. How can you count a person to measure big batch oils? One oil the worker will miss, it's a lot of money. So I don't know about this. And creative work itself, the making of the soaps, I want to do by myself. First of all, in the market that I'm working, it's forbidden. It's forbidden to take a worker. I have the right to shoulder twice a week, but I need to do the work myself, and it's justified. And it's justified because it's all about art. It's an artist market. It's not commercial. People are coming there to see handmade and not things that other workers done. And also I don't want. This is my creation. Next tray. The thing that I'm cutting my soaps too thin. It happens. Every batch I have 1 or 2 pieces like this, and I already have enough of my soap cutter. Not only it's single wire, that is it's not enough for me anymore. And the important thing that the cutting is not accurate enough, because I need all the bars to be the same size, the same weight, and still to have samples on both sides, which is very important to me. And my measurements of the soaps is not standard. So I start negotiating with a nice guy called Alex on Etsy. I saw his reviews. Everybody says he's a very nice guy, and the soap cutter looks very good. And I hope for the best, because it's very, very expensive. Also the shipping from Russia to Israel is very, very expensive. And it's made of metal. soap cutter made of wood is not for me anymore. It's getting dirty with soap, and then it's impossible to clean it. I don't know how you soap makers keep your soap cutter so clean. For heavy users, don't use wooden soap cutter. I love bud, but it's not enough for my business anymore. I need metal, I need stainless steel metal so I can wash it. I'm cutting hundreds of soaps a week, hundreds. So I need something that will work well. Those are the last. I could skip this stamp already to save time, but I don't want to. I like that my soaps are stamped with my logo. Okay, I will put this on the shelves and come back. Good, now that I stamped the baby soaps, I have some trays for the coffee soaps. This is my cutter from Bud's wood shop. As I told you, I like Bud, but this is not for me anymore. I'm in a process to purchase a new one. But soaps like this, the coffee, that have some kinds of embeds or things on top, I think I will always use the single cutter. Yep, because it cannot be accurate exactly the spaces between the bars. Okay, I think I have some glycerin river issue here, but not so bad. It also will go darker within a few minutes. It's because of the heat. I'm using 100% replacement of the water in the recipe with coffee. So it's a pretty massive heat because of the sugar content in the coffee. I have a lot of men like this soap that are coming back for more, but not only men, of course. Yesterday on the stand in the market, I sold the last piece that I had. So I'm totally out of stock. It's not good. I'm making soaps 3 times a week. My weekly schedule goes like this. I'm making soaps. I'm working in the studio, let's say, 3 times a week. Oops, here I have a problem with one coffee, so I will turn it to the other side. That's okay. I'm working in the studio 3 times a week. I mean, okay, here I have an issue. 1 minute. And need to cut sample from here. in order the wire to reach. Okay. I will not have a lot of samples from this soap, but I don't care, because the most important that I will have coffee beans on top, on each piece. I tried to make this soap without coffee beans. Also hot process. It was more luxurious, but it sold not so good. So I cannot skip this part, and it's taking me about an hour each time to put the coffee beans on top. It's a lot, it's 8 loaves. So I'm making soaps and cutting soaps and so on. The work on studio is 3 times a week. 2 times a week I'm on the market. And then 2 days that left, I'm making other arrangements of the business and packing deliveries and going to the post office. This is seven days a week work. And it leaves me with 0 time to do something else. Here I have another issue. I will turn to the other side and deal with it later. So it's pretty much intense. But I'm happy because I'm living my dream. And I'm independent, which is the most important to me. Let's see what will happen with the glycerin rivers. I will see within a few minutes if they will. It needs to get darker, but I don't think it will disturb the selling of this soap. This is another issue of aesthetic only. Coffee soap is getting hard very, very fast. So it's very easy to manage. It's easy to take off the molds also. And you see, it's only 2 days old. It's pretty hard already, like hot process. Okay, last pieces. Let's see if I can cut. No. We take a sample from here. There we have. This piece is too big. I will cut from here also sample. There we have. Not so bad. I managed to have 4 soap ends so far. I need to remind myself 1 loaf not to cut. Okay, I need to take 1 loaf because I need to take exactly the measurements again for Alex, who is gonna make my new soap cutter. If I will be happy from it, I will make review. If I will not be happy, I will tell him. So yes. I need to make exactly the measurement again and again, so there will be no mistakes. So 1 I will put aside. this 3 times a week that I'm making soaps is not enough. It's putting some pressure on me because, as I told you, I have customers who are looking again for the same soap. Like, if you have a habit to go to the same cafe, drink the same coffee with the same croissant, and one day you go to the coffee and they say, sorry, we don't have this croissant. It's not good for the client, yes? One time the client will say, okay, I will come tomorrow. If the coffee will make it 3 times in a row, then the client will say, I will go to look for a new coffee. A new coffee shop. So that's why it's not good when you have clients who are already used to buy the same soaps and it's out of stock. And I have some situations of out of stock. I always hiding on my stand the soaps that are still curing. Let's say now I have a coffee soap that is out of stock completely. So I will give it 1-2 weeks to stabilize, and then I will start taking 1 or 2 pieces with me to the stand, not to show it, but if someone will come and ask exactly for this soap and will not accept alternative, so I will sell it and tell them to wait to cure it on their place. So they not come in vain. I hope it makes sense. Here I have a bin that is disturbing to cut. Don't get me wrong, the buds cutter is very good, but for heavy duty users it's not enough anymore. Not only because it's single wear, again I'm saying, because it's wood. I like wood, everything I buy in wood, but for heavy user you need metal. I will show you. You see, it's dirty. I cannot clean it. How? If I clean it with water, the wood can get rotten. I want a cutter that I'm able to wash. Coffee soap, like chocolate soap. Chocolate soap. I am it's scented with essential oils naturally and not fragrance. It would sell much faster if I would scented it, let's say, with espresso fragrance. But I don't believe in fragrances. No matter what you say, it's not healthy. I don't care to say it. I don't sell anything to soap makers, so I don't have any interest to shut my mouth. This is the truth as I see it, okay? Let's say like this. It's better unscented, much better unscented than a product that is scented with fragrances. And no matter if the FDA itself checked it and confirmed that it's not harm. I believe in essential oils only. So the coffee soap is scented with strong essential oils. It's not for children, naturally. It's also a scrub. It says cinnamon, clove, ginger, orange, and in this batch I also put nutmeg. But tell you the truth, I cannot smell the nutmeg. My sense of smell is not like it used to be. My studio is also the curing place for the soaps, and I have many soaps curing, so it's quite intensive. And luckily it's essential oils, because fragrances, to breathe them all day long, this would be already not healthy. Okay, last piece is giant. I will cut from 2 sides. So clients, when they are lifting on the stand the coffee soap or the chocolate soap, sometimes they do like this. But it doesn't have a coffee scent. And then I'm explaining shortly, because the amount of energy I have is limited. Yes, I cannot start a deep conversation with each person that is passing by. And I am explaining them that I'm all natural soap maker, and I'm not using fragrances. That's why the coffee soap or the chocolate soap doesn't have coffee or chocolate scent. That's it, as simple as this. Most of the people, they appreciate, but some of them are going, so I don't care if they go, because I cannot be for everyone. And as you see, I have enough clients who appreciate my work, so I don't have a reason to start making things with fragrances. Yes, essential oils are expensive. I'm planning to make a studio tour. I will make it because it's dark here, when it will be summer, so the natural light will be stronger. And when I will make the studio tour, I will show you the corner of my essential oils. It's my most expensive corner on the studio. And I watched the video of the cute, what's her name? The soap gal. She also making tons of soap, wholesaling only. And she had an unfortunate case of the shelf fell. And that's why I think essential oils should be stored on the bottom, not up, because if they fall, it's a lot of money. So essential oils are expensive, much more expensive than fragrances, and some plants you cannot make essential oils from, like things that people like passiflora, like melon, like I don't know. So if you want this smell, you have to use fragrance. And some scents are very expensive, like sandalwood, rose, and you cannot use essential oil if you want this smell. So you just skip. If someone wants sandalwood scent, I offer the patchouli, and if they don't want, I just explain I'm not using sandalwood because it's very expensive and I don't want to use this fragrance. And if this person wants to be my client, that's good, cool. And if not, I don't have anything more to do. Next, love. I'm not beveling my soaps, by the way. So I wanted to say something else about vanilla, okay? You can see in Soap Queen an article on Brambleberry about vanilla, and I double checked it with my supplier, which is a big supplier in Israel that is very, very specialized in essential oils. Vanilla essential oil doesn't exist. I know for some people it's outrageous to hear that, but it's the truth. No such a thing, really. Vanilla essential oil. You cannot distill it to essential oil. I don't know how to say it in English. You cannot make it. It's impossible. So if you smell vanilla from soap, 100% it's fragrance. It's not essential oil. In some manufacturers, they have, I don't want to say bad words, but they write essential oils. Essential oil vanilla on the list of ingredients. It's pure lie. Cannot be. Cannot be. Also sandalwood. If you see sandalwood essential oil on the list of ingredients, it cannot be. It just cannot be. You need to put a lot of sandalwood in order to smell it. And it's such an expensive and essential oil. And this tree is also protected. Why should I use it so much? But I tell you something. Clients are passing by my stand, always saying, wow, 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 what beautiful soaps, what a nice smell, always. So I don't think something is wrong with my soap, with my soaps, because I'm not using synthetics. Maybe the opposite. One more loaf. I will cut this loaf off camera and bring you back for the stamp of the Dead Sea Mud soaps. So I'm back for the Dead Sea Mud soaps. They turn beautiful this time. Sometimes it's less beautiful, sometimes it's more beautiful. It's natural. Depends on temperatures, depends on ingredients, depends on the mood of the maker. This time they came out beautiful. Today I will make another batch of them. Okay, it's a little bit on the sticky side, but I decided to keep going and stamp them because I'm making another batch of them today. And I don't want mistake between batches. So I will be careful when I stamp them, not to smoosh. Naturally, it's a very popular soap of mine, because it's a typical Israeli product and I'm selling in a market which have a lot of tourists. So as many soaps that I can make of them I'm making. I need to make also other soaps, so I cannot make only this. But I am trying to make the best that I can. Now I make 9 loaves of them together, and the last time I took a chance and I made one more loaf. One more loaf, that means the pot was full. I didn't have enough place for the essential oils anymore. I need to take some. I will show you later on. So I managed now to squeeze 10 kilos oil batch weight and it's not enough. And I don't know if you know the Eurovision this year will be in Israel. It's in May, so we're expecting a lot of tourists. So I will need even more of them. But it is what it is. I'm only one person, and I have also customers, mainly locals, that need other soaps of mine. I cannot neglect and making only one soap, naturally. So I'm making as much as I can once a week. That doesn't mean that if you will make Dead Sea mud soaps, it will sell like I'm making them, because you're not Israeli. Each soap maker should consider, I think, making soaps with something local, to find something local for the tourists. This is what tourists like, naturally. It's kind of cheesy and corny, but everybody is like this. Always when we are tourists, we are going to foreign countries, we are looking for souvenirs. This is my design, my regular, but each batch I have one loaf, drop, swirl design. Same ingredients. The reason is that I'm making it in a shorter... Oh, I cannot explain it. Take it like this. Each batch I have one loaf, different design. In order for me to make also the loofah soaps, Dead Sea mud loofah soaps, and the pumice stone, which are not selling a lot, but I need to make a few of them. They are lovely. I wish I could make all my Dead Sea mud soaps this design. Look how lovely. It's so much less time to make. Everything with layers, it's much complicated and time consuming. But because it's a living product, I'm afraid to make changes. So it is what it is. I brought the next tray and put some of them on the shelves. I hope you can see. Oh, you can see part of it. Okay. So I have a sign on my stand, especially for Dead Sea. The sign is Dead Sea mud soaps. And some tourists, it's above the Dead Sea mud soaps section. And the tourists, sometimes they think all my soaps are Dead Sea. And I told them, no, 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 only this. And how can it be? Dead Sea mud soap, they need to be gray. This is the color of the mud. And even if I were not an all-natural soap maker, let's say I would color it green or blue or red, yuck! It's so much to ruin the idea of the natural ingredients already. It has activated charcoal inside and the natural color of the soap. No TD. I'm not using TD. No need. After a week it's white already. I don't know even how TD looks like. And I don't want to know. Because from what I read, it's not so much good ingredient. So the stamps are not so perfect, because the soaps are still a little bit sticky, but they are not so bad. I'm making also a little bit of loofah Dead Sea mud soaps. Look how lovely. And with the butter that left, 2 pieces like this. All this in the same batch. So I don't know what will be in the Eurovision. Maybe tons of tourists will come, maybe not. Nobody can expect exactly what will happen because it never happened in the past. I think the Eurovision was in Israel, but it was many years ago. And it's actually in Tel Aviv, and I am located in Tel Aviv. So maybe I will bomb with clients and maybe not. Anyway, I'm making once a week till the Eurovision Dead Sea mud soaps. And other soaps are naturally also. And if I will bomb, I will bomb. And if not, also good. I will have them for the summer sales. So I will finish stamping them off camera. And then I will be back for the next batch. To make another batch of Dead Sea mud soaps. Keep watching. So right away I'm starting with the new batch of making of Dead Sea mud soaps. The recipe is here. And my second time making it 10 kilo oil weight instead of 9. It's kind of challenging, but I already seen that it's possible. So I'm starting with the cocoa butter because this is the hardest to melt, and I'm melting it apart from the other oils. So let's see if I have enough. No, this is not enough. I need a lot more. So come with me. This is the cocoa butter. I'm saving a lot of money, but I'm getting the cocoa butter like this and not in drops. It's a lot less money, but it's time consuming because I need myself with a hammer to break it. It's also energy consuming, so I try to calculate it even 3 times if it's still worthwhile to me to make it, and I decided that yes. But if I had a worker, for example, this thing I can give to a worker to do. Okay, this I will make off camera and bring you back. Okay, I think I have enough cocoa butter already. I'm looking at the recipe. I'm weighing twice. How I do it is like this. Now I'm writing on the calculator. I don't see the calculator. I'm writing on the calculator the weight of the pot. Tear it, weigh the butter, and then weigh it again plus the weight of the pot. That's why I'm weighing my oils twice. It doesn't hurt to use the hands. See, we soap makers, we have the privilege that the lye meets the oils and butter, kills every track of bacteria. Can't believe it. Exactly. Exactly. You see, it's empty. Okay. Now I have the measurement. So I'm taking off the scale, tear it, weigh it again. Compare with the number I have plus the weight of the pot. See that it's true. I'm checking again that this is the amount of cocoa butter I need on the recipe. Although I know it by heart, in the middle of sleep you ask me, I know my recipe, but I'm checking and double checking and double checking because it's a lot of money. Big batches are not funny anymore. You cannot afford to lose a batch. So this is ready. I'm not using microwave. I'm using this kind of heating apparatus. So I will let it slowly melt, and then keep going with the other oils and stuff that I need to prepare. This is the hardest to melt. That's why I'm making it first, and second is the lye solution because it takes time to cool. Now for the lye. See these goggles, they look weird, but they are pretty comfy. I don't want the goggles that are open. I don't feel safe with them. And from the goggles that are closed, I found them the most comfortable, although they are looking weird. Goggles, gloves. Now the lye is in this bucket. Sorry. I'm using the space under the table to store things. It saves me a lot. I think every soapmaker is doing it. Small bucket, big bucket. I'm trying to minimize as much as I can the time that the bucket is open, because it's not good. The humidity can ruin the lye, can ruin the power of the lye. Okay, first I will put what I have in the bucket on the scale. I have reached around 1 kilo. It's not enough. In Israel we don't say lye, we say caustic soda. Also in Europe. I try not to breathe so much when I'm here. You see, I'm doing it in a way to minimize the lye will go on the floor. Now I will wait. My dog went in barking, it's not good. Okay, so now I'm filling it for the next batch. In most cases it will not be enough, but I'm taking the opportunity that this nasty thing is open. I'm leaving the spoon inside. I'm closing the small one, closing the bag. And the big one, I'm making sure that it's closing very, very, very good. No air. Air can ruin its power. Excuse for my English. It's not that I'm stupid, I'm not an English speaker. Put this in place. That's it. No lie. See? This is the lie on the scale. I'm checking again with the recipe. I wrote here on the calculator. This is the second. Now when I finish, I take in vinegar all over the surface. Taking a little piece of paper, cleaning everything, that if there are line grains here, that it will neutralize them. And the lye solution I'm making on the balcony. If you remember my first videos where I used to make soaps before I had studio. So come with me. I have here ready my trusty spoon. I'm using the same spoon since I start making soap. This is for temperature. Now, I'm not breathing. I explained it in other videos. I'm not breathing now. Don't need a mask. I just stop my breathing. There are some. Now I'm not gonna put everything inside at once. I don't want to risk a volcano. It's a very big solution here. About 70%. There are no fumes still now, but when I start mixing there will be fumes, and now I will not breathe. Thing is that you need to mix it very well, otherwise there will be stone on the bottom. I'm going out. Now there are already fumes. (53°C). I can add more. I see soapers on YouTube making the lye solution inside the kitchen with all the family around them, and everybody is coughing. Excuse me. It's not good. You are burning the lungs of yourself and your family. Now I'm going up to 80°C, not more. This is what I feel safe. And back to the studio. Let it cool. We didn't finish with the lye solution. I'm letting it cool a little bit more till I add the rest of the lye inside. That's where I feel I'm safe. And meanwhile, I start weighing the coconut oil. See, this is a knife. Coconut oil for now is still in a solid state. We are on April, so soon it will be liquid. So you cannot see the scale on the table, but use your imagination. I cannot lift the bucket of the coconut oil to the table, it's too heavy. I'm trying as much as I can to avoid heavy lifting as much as I can, because it's impossible to avoid it totally when you're a soap maker, but some things you can do. So I'm not lifting all the bucket to the table of this crazy heavy coconut oil. Soon it will be much easier when it will be liquid, but for now it's a little bit of a struggle. This is the coconut oil. It's ready to put in the big stainless steel pot. Cocoa butter is already melted, so I will put the cocoa butter aside and put the pot with the other oils in the heating here, over the heating. This is a container of 18 liters of olive oil. It's also very heavy. It's one of the things that I don't have any choice but to lift it, but I'm doing it in the safest way possible. Here there is a hole to prevent the vacuum, so the olive will not spill olive oil around. I'm lifting in like this, one hand here, one hand here. Minimum pressure on the back. I'm moving it to this container. And from this container to the scale. Here is half of the olive oil. I will take it to here and weigh another half. Now for the essential oils, I'm using for these soaps 5 essential oils combination. And I will see you for the making. I had some time in between, so I start editing the video, and probably there will be part 1 and part 2 because it's very long, more than an hour. So if you are looking for part 2, just I will put a link below. You will see here an extreme situation of a full pot. Don't be panic, I already tried it. This is extremely dangerous and heavy. Now I can lift it in one hand. It's still heavy, but not as much as it was. Now I don't know if you can see how full it is. Okay, this is my finger. This is what left. And I still need to put the cocoa butter inside, the essential oils and the coconut cream. Very extreme full pot situation. I will start with mixing this by hand a bit, because when it's full I cannot mix it anymore because it can spill out. the idea is just to go to very light emulsification, because then after I'm dividing for the colors, for the layers, I will keep mixing it, so it will be mixed very good as it should be. I will just mix it a little bit, just a little bit. This I will not be able to make in a minute because it will be too full. Okay. Now for the coconut cream, because I want to heat the coconut cream with the stick blender. Don't want any unmixed coconut cream. Also this I will slightly mix. I have still a lot of mixing to do, especially to incorporate in the mud. I don't want to accelerate the trace. Okay, now don't panic. Cocoa butter. I'm putting all at once because I already know it will not spill out. Try to make sure you see everything. In this situation you can reduce the water, it helps, but there is a limit how much water I want to reduce, because I try to reduce water in different percentages till I reach the point that the soaps didn't look nice anymore. Soap that is too dry in the beginning looks, I don't know, ugly. So look, what an extreme situation. 1 centimeter. So I need to take off the shirt. 1 minute it's hot, 1 minute it's cold, because it's springtime. Okay, now I need to mix pretty gently. Don't know if you can see, we'll get close. It's still not emulsified. You can see the trace of oils, but I don't care so much. I will mix it a little bit more with the stick blender, because when I separate to the layers, I will keep mixing it. To the essential oils, I don't have place anymore. So, these essential oils are not accelerating the trace, so I would be able to put them now, but no place anymore. Okay, this is a very gentle situation. Now a little bit more by hand. Not a drop spilled outside. Okay. Now slowly to move this taking this. And that's it. From now on it will be a lot easier. Okay, I'm gonna fill this and this one. And then I put the essential oils. And then we'll make the soap. So thank you for joining me for the one day in a life of a soap maker video. It's a little bit longer than usual. If I see that you like it, I will make more videos like this. I soon will reach 5,000 subscribers, and I have a very nice surprise for you. So keep watching and see you soon, hopefully. Bye.